The Destroyer's gonna look a little bit different. Do you guys recognize this boss? The one-headed Destroyer? Hey everyone, my name is James, and you may have seen a recent video of mine called How Ducks Can Glitch Bosses in Terraria. And in that video, we were able to highlight one of the most overpowered glitches that has ever been seen in Terraria. Well, in today's video, I'm actually going to be following up from that. I'm going to give you a newer, simplified design of that glitch, and I'm also going to show you a new method I discovered that will allow you to mess with even more bosses in Terraria using this amazing glitch. So just to start off with, here is the new simplified design. It's simply just a couple of duck statues, a little bit of water, and then we're also using a 1-second timer. Now, I did get a lot of questions that asked me, James, if I don't have 6 duck statues, what do I do? Well, you can actually use this method using 1 or 2 duck statues if that's all you have. And it's actually really simple to do so now with the 1-second timer. Let's say you've got a 1-second timer and 2 duck statues. Well, you're spawning 2 ducks every second. So if you need to fill the screen with 200 ducks, well, it's going to take 100 seconds. And that's how you work it out. So if you have 4 ducks, it will only take you half that amount of time. If you only had 1 duck, it would take you 200 seconds. And if you've got 6 ducks, well, it only takes around 34. Now, one of the biggest questions I got asked when I made that original video is what happens to the Old One's army, what happens to Duke Fishron, and I'm actually going to show you exactly what happens to those two later on in today's video. So let's actually talk about that new method first. Now, this new method doesn't require you being a wizard at Terraria. It's actually the exact same design I just showed you, but all I've done is remove a single block. Now, what's really important is that I've actually built this duck prison way up in the sky, so nothing can spawn around it. So I know when I reach that 200 cap, each one of those enemies is inside of this golden prison. Now, when I think I've got the right amount, I'm just going to turn this off. So I should be at my limit now, and I should have 200 ducks in here. Now, I need to kill a singular duck, and that's it. Just one. Now, if I spawn the Destroyer's gonna look a little bit different. Do you guys recognize this boss? The one-headed Destroyer? Yeah, I don't think so. That's right. The Destroyer now is a single entity. It is just a head. There are no probes. And this is just amazing, right? But it doesn't stop there. You can actually mess with a couple more bosses too. And this is what I really like about this glitch. You can do so much with it. Now let's spawn the twins. Let's actually see what this looks like then. I don't see anything. Is it on its way? Alright, it's just the one eyeball. That's right, if you want to do a twins fight with one eyeball, now you can. With Golem, this glitch doesn't always work, and I believe that's because you can't control all of the enemies that are around the temple. If you can make sure that every single duck is within this container, you're going to have a much better chance at doing this. But let's see if I can make this work. So, killed a single duck. Let's spawn this in. Ah, right, okay, didn't work. And that's because there are too many enemies around. So if I kill another duck, let's see if that works. Okay, Golem has awoken, and he's only got 1 hand. Right, it did work. That's kind of cool. If you get it right, you can actually make sure he has 0 hands. And when you actually kill the body, it will destroy the whole thing. You don't even have to bother with the hands, because there's no space for the rest of the Golem to spawn. And I love that one. When I posted my original video, everyone wanted to know what happens to the Old One's army when you use the ducks. So I'll let you know now, guys, if you get 200 ducks and actually start the event, it will actually just cancel the event. You can't do it. But there is a workaround. If you actually start the event and maybe do a wave, and then you start your timer and get the ducks spawning, what you'll actually be able to do is manipulate the event to your own needs. So I'm going to wait around for my 200 ducks, but in the meantime, I'm going to have to kill some of these enemies. But when this actually reaches its maximum limit, I'll be the one who decides when an enemy spawns. So let's actually kill off all of these guys, and it might be able to happen any second now. If I can actually get these to stop spawning for a quick second, I should be able to take control. But let's see. So at the minute, alright, there's 2 or 3 enemies there. There are some over here. So I might have got it. There we go, I actually have. So no enemies are spawning here on the right, and no enemies are spawning here on the left. And you may think, well, what's the point of that if you can't even finish the event? Well, you actually can if you decide to, I don't know, kill a few ducks maybe. Then you could actually get the event going again, and you'll actually slow down those enemies. So the cool thing about this is if you need to heal or you need a little bit more time to just compose yourself, you can actually force those enemies to stop spawning, and when you're ready to refight them, just kill a few ducks and carry on. How great is that? Like, I didn't expect it to work in that way. I was so excited to actually be able to discover this myself. So like I mentioned in the last video, have fun with this glitch while it's here, because this will not make it into Terraria 1.3.6. These ducks just break way too much about Terraria, and we can't have ducks being the overlord of this game. So like I mentioned at the start, I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you try and spawn the Duke. Let's see. Now, there we go. Nothing has awoken. That's right. Literally nothing can spawn because your ducks take up all of that space. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like rating. And if you're new around here, click that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 500,000 Terrarians before the launch of Terraria 1.3.6. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.